Hello everyone, and welcome to this last task for Unit 3, where on this occasion we take a look at both reading and writing. Previously we had taken a look at approaches, but on this specific occasion we'll take a look at strategies. Reading strategies and writing strategies. Now, in more practical terms perhaps, this makes reference to the actual activity types. So what type of activity will you be using for reading? What type of activity will you be using for writing, or to develop writing, to develop reading? So there's a list for the reading strategies and there's a list for the writing strategies. And you may note that we have several. That's why we're going to change the dynamics here for this task, and we're going to make small teams. You can decide to work individually, or you can work in pairs, or you can work as a team of 3 maximum. And we'll have a Google Slides where everybody's going to collaborate and develop whatever or whichever reading or writing strategy you select. And there on the Google Slides presentation, you'll have the basic structure. You're free to adapt it, you're free to change it, to modify it, as you include relevant information for your selected strategy. And also make sure that you include multimedia. You want to be creative and use the resources you have on the web to build your fragment of the entire presentation, which everybody's going to do, and through the collective we will complete it. So you may decide to include cyber media as such, links, videos, images, and what other multimedia you consider pertinent to better present your strategy. So be sure to review the webinars. We have a webinar on reading and we have a webinar on writing to get you going with the strategies. And then after that, you want to log on to the Google Slides presentation where you're going to collaborate and pick your reading strategy, or your reading strategy, or your writing strategy. Now, if in case, as you're developing, as you're looking for information, you find it a little difficult to find examples, definitions for your strategy, you may decide to change it. That's perfectly fine. You may go back to the webinars to take further inspiration from those, and then change it and adapt it. If you do so, I will ask you to please check with me through email so we can agree on some viable options, and then have you change it in the presentation. So we're open to that. What we want to conclude with this task is to have an inventory of various reading strategies and various writing strategies, with definitions, with examples, with purposes, so that, and also with complementary resources on the web, so that when you are faced with the situation of teaching a reading class, of teaching a writing class, you'll have a rich resource here from this Google Slides presentation through that everybody's going to contribute to as we collaborate throughout this week. Okay then, let's get started.